probably can never finish it. Like technically within like, I don't think it's finishable within like a month, because there's just so much little details you can add to robotics lab. It's just crazy. Like you look here, I mean all the tiny details, and I'm like still at a rough sketch point. And I'm really kind of like, okay, I might just stop the robotics lab and then maybe move down to other stuff, and then see how things goes. Okay, so we have other worlds that we need to get done, so I probably will leave the robotics lab a while, let it sit, and I think that's what you should do as well. Just a gamer, game maker. Well, you got to choose, man. I think a gamer and a game maker is slightly different. I see gamers as like who go on Twitch TV, or they do live streams on YouTube, like Brofesco. Have you watched for League of Legends, the kind? Or I think those are called gamers. And then we have the game maker, where they technically study engineering. Of course, you can be both, but I mean, you know, in the end, we want to be known as, you know, either. I mean, you can do both, lah, I guess, in the future to come. Full-time gamer and make games on the side. That's interesting. Well, I think it takes a lot of eye power and a lot of energy as well. I mean, it's not easy to PvE, like to play games like 24 hours and then after that go back and still want to make games. I mean, I think you can do it. So yeah, based on, you know, what you have done so far, and you know, so yeah, whatever you think you can be, I think you can. So why not? Really? Online school? What kind of online school? Are you looking for 3D modeling, that kind? Or are you looking for coding kind of schools? I think there are a lot of good coding schools right now online. I think Google has set up one which is free. Learn to code. Basically, I think if you search that, I think you already surpassed that. So maybe you can think of something more complex. Find something that is challenging. Okay, it's good to be stressed out about something when you're learning. Actually, like not too stressed out, but enough for you to learn something out of it. Well, I'm currently doing an online school also as well. I mean, I'm doing my local school, not like a school. Yeah, totally understand. Online courses are now a very hot thing. Even university, for example, are linked to online schools like lynda.com. It's not exactly a good one though, but you can check it out. This is the one that my school uses. And then there are also Coursera. Oh god. And to be honest, if you're going to coding and all that, you don't really need okay, I'm not gonna say it, but you know, it's really up to you. Coursera is another one. If you're interested in animation or art design, Schoolism is a good one. It's expensive though. And then we have all the 3D schools. I can't remember what. Gonom is good from what I've seen. Their stuff. So Schoolism is good if you're trying to learn painting, digital painting, stuff like that. And then Coursera has a lot of different courses. I think if you're learning coding, K through 12 is all that's good. Yeah, so you code yourself, coding stuff, and then you're a developer. Yeah, so there's a lot of different things they can learn. But it really takes. I think online school will only work if you have good discipline. If you don't, I think it still has to go through. Is it this one? K-12. This one? K-12? Is it this? Is it this one? Okay, cool. Schools and programs. I believe you're trying for year 12, right? High school? Summer school? Athletics? High school lessons. Well, seems pretty fine. Are you trying to go for online school for like a normal kind of subject, like science and maths? Oh, the K-8. Okay. K-8. Kindergarten. Okay. You are 5th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. Pretty cool. Their lessons is really quite clean. Unlike presentation slides that are really clean. So yeah. 7th grade. Oh, 7th grade, okay. Chicken wing. Cool. So what made you want to go into online school and, for subjects like these? I thought you can do it in your public school. Do you prefer to study by yourself or ideas among goals? What do you do with no people around you? Prefer that way, or you do better? I think because you get stressed out too. I guess for me too, I get kind of worked up when I'm with too many people. So yeah, I kind of understand that. But you really need to have discipline. And that's something that I think wherever you go, no matter how young or old, I think discipline is important. Try to ask your parents whether you can sign up for some free courses elsewhere as well, towards things like online coding and all that, your interests as well. So yeah, I know these subjects are important, but don't lose your interest, and don't just keep gaming, of course. If you want to be a gamer, there are also things that you need to do. You can't just say that I'm just gonna play that game. Of course you can, I think, in certain ways, to a certain extent, but at the same time you need to be aware of how far is too far, like whether there's anything that you can create out of that. So if you're doing that, I think just remember to stick with your schedule, to have a schedule planned out, and to make sure that you follow it. because it's really difficult. So yeah. So just take note of these courses: Linda, Coursera, Schoolism for Art, fine art stuff. The courses are really amazing too, but they are pretty pricey, to be honest. Yeah, it's 144 1 year to teach you all this like digital painting and all that stuff. If you're interested, and this one is more to a 3D modeling, stuff like that. And this is also very pricey, so find something that is within your budget. Do this, of course. Finish this up. Your grade 8. At the same time, be aware. I think there are free coding courses if you're interested. I think you're already past that. Let me see, free coding courses. Yeah, I see Google is offering free coding lessons. Oh, too good. You can pretend to be one, I guess. Yeah, I think Google has free courses. Yeah, there are some free courses around. I can't remember where, but do take note of all this. And start picking them up. Yeah. So yeah. Let me see. I always like to check the Facebook page of different different institutions and all that. Right. Let's see. So if there's like a lot of people liking it, that's pretty cool. And okay, that's pretty smart. And it looks like it's a very decent kind of online school. I mean, decent as in, it's like verified. It's not like a scam. So I think it's pretty good. I like to read the ratings too. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, it looks good. 1.9k reviews. 1.9k reviews. They look pretty active on Facebook too. That's good. And yeah, that's good. I think it's a good thing to plan. Don't be afraid to take a risk. I think especially when you're young, it's good to make mistakes. To be honest, like people say that it's not, but I do think that it is good to make mistakes when you're young. Yeah, rather than when you're old. But ultimately, it really depends on what you want in life, and it also kind of depends on your luck. Some people do it this way and some people do it that way, and both sides might not get it. I don't know. So up to you, man. But we'll still be here live streaming. So yeah, you can always catch us and talk to us and update us about your life. But yeah, discipline. I really feel like discipline is very important when it comes to this kind of thing. Doing too much. It's like So is the decision to go to online school your own decision, or is it a decision that your parents told you to do it? I should be live streaming that, and I should be living stream. I should be live streaming at the end of the month. When it's not live streaming. You're gonna go live streaming too? Is that what you mean? I should be live streaming. Or you mean